Good day, you sexy internet travelers, Failey here. So I previously had the plan of making today's video about a different, extremely underrated anime, but I had a change in heart and I'll tell you why. So yesterday, I started watching this little anime called Made in Abyss. And yesterday, I finished watching this little anime called Made in Abyss. And I can't tell you how rare it is that I find an anime compelling enough to binge watch. Like honestly, the last time that happened was way back in 2014 with Your Lie in April. And I'm gonna talk about why this anime was so compelling. But first, I'm gonna talk about how freaking confused I was. I don't know if I just checked out of the anime community or something, because I didn't see anything about this anime. The bulk of the YouTube videos I saw were about Kakegurui, but not once did I see anything about some Made in Abyss. The reason I even found this anime was because I recently started watching Shoujo Shumatsu Ryoko, and all through the comments section, I was seeing references to this anime, Made in Abyss. And so finally I checked it out, and saw it was one of the highest ranked anime ever, but it was less popular than Kakegurui. So we need to fix this problem and garner a following for this anime. So I'm gonna talk about why this anime is freaking amazing, and why you need to drop whatever you're doing and go watch this anime right now, because this should not be less popular than freaking Kakegurui. So for those of you who aren't familiar, which judging by the lack of following it has, I'm guessing is a majority of you, I'm gonna give you a quick overview of what this anime is about. Made in Abyss is set on an island city that overlooks a massive gaping abyss. Within this abyss are mysterious magical relics and fearsome beasts, explored by all who yearn for adventure and aspire to make a name for themselves. The deeper you go into the abyss, the more powerful and rewarding the relics, and the more fearsome the beasts will be. However, not only is exploring the abyss treacherous, but there's a costly toll for ascending. The deeper you go into the abyss, the more strain it puts on your body when you ascend. There are 7 levels of the abyss, and for the untrained body, simply ascending from the 2nd level could result in death. But the more trained and proficient the person, the deeper they'll tend to go. Ability levels are roughly indicated by the whistle an adventurer carries. At the bottom of the totem pole, you have red whistles, which are usually children, and at the top, you have white whistles. These white whistles are considered legends, and only a handful of adventurers ever reach this level. The story follows 2 adventurers in particular, a red whistle by the name of Riko, and a robot named Reg. Riko receives a letter from the depths of the abyss written by her mother, beckoning Riko to come find her at the bottom of the abyss. So Reg and Riko set out on a journey to descend to the 7th layer of the abyss. Now I won't tell you anything past that, but hopefully, if you weren't interested, maybe now the allure of mystical adventure and magical beasts has enticed you. But if it hasn't, then I'm going to try to explain what makes this anime great without revealing anything significant. And the first thing I want to talk about is something that's a little unusual, and that's this essentialistic portrayal of the abyss. The abyss isn't just something the writer threw into the story so that they could have a cool, spooky backdrop for adventure. The abyss is portrayed as having a living, breathing essence, ingrained into life itself. It imbues adventurer with more than curiosity, but with existential meaning. All things taken by the abyss will be returned by the abyss. This high philosophical regard, this fear and respect for the true essence of the abyss is a philosophy held by all whom explore it. At one point, the abyss is even characterized to have its own physical bloodstream, beating through it and giving it life. And oftentimes, when elements like these are introduced in an anime, it's spoken about in 1 or 2 episodes and then pretty much forgotten about. But in this one, you are reminded almost every episode of the enigmatic organism that is the abyss. It's a level of detail that makes the abyss transcend a setting and a backdrop, and one that almost makes the abyss a character. And on that note, let's talk about the characters. Frankly, the characters in Made in Abyss, the side characters, the main characters, it's the best character development I've seen in ages, and it may very well be the best character development I've seen, period. I've spoken before about what makes characters feel authentic, multi-dimensional personalities. So many animes use the classic single-dimensional personalities, wherein you have the shy girl that slowly builds her confidence, you have the aggressive character who's always trying to be the best, and you have the timid nerd who's always looking at the book. These classic anime archetypes. These single-dimensional personalities are super popular across anime, and for good reason. They allow writers to get straight to story development without having to take away time to do character development. But in the end, you're left feeling like the characters are not authentic. Truly authentic characters have multi-dimensional personalities. They have a face they show to others, and they have a dark face they keep hidden away to themselves. They aren't just the happy perky person, they're the happy perky person that displays unyielding determination, that displays empathy, that displays an evolution of knowledge, that displays crippling fear and pain. Each of the characters in Made in Abyss displays more than one side of a personality, but the thing that truly brings it together into an authentic portrayal of humanity is the fear and the sadness, the dark emotions that drive existence. You get to see these across the characters, and it's this element that makes it feel real. It's this element that can bring you to tears, that will make you wonder, why on earth did I think it was a good idea to watch this anime? Fear and sadness are possibly the most prevalent emotions across humanity, and if an anime doesn't display them, you'll be left feeling unattached because there is no such thing as a person without fear and without sadness. Made in Abyss delivers that, and the characters could not be any more authentic, and if for no other reason than that, that's why you should watch this anime. But lucky for you, there is yet another reason to watch this anime. It's got diabetes-inducing amounts of eye candy. This anime is stunning and offers probably the best character design you'll see all year, and probably all of next year. But there's an element in particular that I want to talk about, an element that is rarely spoken of, but yet is one of the most important elements to have if you are trying to create a binge-worthy anime, and that is environmental contrast. If episode after episode we are put in similar settings with similar lighting, I'm not going to be able to binge watch that. I need variation. And variation in the environment isn't enough. You need variation in the emotion of an environment. If we go from city to jungle, but both have the exact same feel of bright and happy, it's not going to feel authentic. Made in Abyss gives every scene an emotional significance, be it breathtaking, awe-inspiring retrospection-inducing beautiful fields, or ominous, murky jungles. With each change in scene, there is a change in emotion. They talk about how it makes them feel. They talk about the overarching implications of the environment. And this is what makes each scene feel unique. And in addition to emotional changes, there are lighting changes, which are super important. I have never once been able to binge watch an anime that is either super dark or super light. To binge watch an anime, you need changes in lighting. You need changes in environment, and you need changes in the emotions that that environment causes. And Made in Abyss nails all three of those things. So in conclusion, Made in Abyss is absolutely stunning with some of the best settings you're gonna have. It has the best character design you're gonna see all year, and it has the best character development you may ever see, period. It has a compelling adventure-filled storyline with magical beasts and mystical relics to be discovered along the way, and if that's not enough to get you to watch this anime, then I don't know what is. If you've already seen this anime and already know how incredible it is, please share this video with someone who hasn't seen it, because this anime should be the most popular anime of the year, and it is nowhere near that. We gotta fix this. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Thank you all for watching, and as always, stay sexy, internet travelers.